Hi, my name's Joanne Blesing. I'd like to tell you my story and explain about how MS, multiple sclerosis, has affected me over the time. And the more I can share with you, the more you can see my story and see how it relates to yourself. So let me get to tell you my story. I come from a small country town in mid-north South Australia. Then I went to boarding school in Adelaide. I moved to Melbourne after this and became an award-winning interior and architectural designer and project manager with high-end services for Blesing Design, my own company. As a master of my profession, I received much media coverage of my achievements. And if you have a look at my website, Blesing Design, it's all there. In 2004, I relocated back to Adelaide after diagnosis of chronic secondary MS, making a painful existence for me when combined with a spinal injury from when I was 21, leaving all that was important to me, including my own business and family. I withdrew from social interaction for years as a means of survival. By sheer determination, I managed to receive a grant for a lever electric chair, which horrifically ended up snapping a cable and throwing me, breaking both legs twice 2 years ago. I have been voluntarily lecturing at Adelaide and now with Landmark. I live a life stronger, with more determination than most without disability, I'm told. So, how long have I been in my career? The Image Shift 2010, and now again I'm creating Image Shift 2001-22. Blesing Care I created in 2007 and still continue to manage and run my own care company. And Blesing Design I started in 1996. I don't do any paid work anymore. It's all voluntary and ambassador. So if I tell you about my career, it's about power, healing, aliveness, self-expression, and connection. In 1991, I started Blesing Design as the national and international designer. In 2003, I was diagnosed with MS and returned to South Australia. In 2007, I reinvented myself as someone that could survive and recover. In 2010, I created Image Shift, which is community awareness and empowerment. Again, have a look at the website and have a look at YouTube. 2017, South Australia Governor's Leadership Program studied. 2019, broke both legs, then twice and spent a year in hospital, a year in bed. Then still in the wheelchair from that. 2021, reinvented myself, self-expression leadership coach. 2022, reinvented fashion designer for disability. And that's what I'm creating now. Through sheer determination of character, I've risen above my circumstances and created the Image Shift Effect parade showing disability in the light of beauty and awareness, transforming those stepping out into models and those engaged in the process of the project. Image Shift culminates in the fashion parade, showing disability in the light of beauty and awareness, transforming those stepping out to be models from disability into something of beauty. Image Shift Fashion Parade 2022 is a community event spearheaded by myself. Its aim is to enable and empower the disabled community through participation and experience in the world of beauty, fashion, press, and photography. An immersion into the world of fashion, joy, pride, and of course beauty, in turn celebrating disability Shifting perceptions about disability through different eyes, seeing beauty and sparkle while offering a bigger understanding of how a disability can have a massive impact on beauty and choice, and even dressing, more than you might even imagine. I can dress people with no movement, and I can also address the project ambassador, Miss Universe Australia, in the most glamorous clothing without alterations between each other. So what sets us aside from others in the industry who are doing the same thing? There are fashion parades with disabled models, and then there's image shift, shifting perception of those that are disabled. I believe in no barriers, but my disability is seen as more. I've often felt that common misperception for people living with disability as that being made beautiful and glamorous is out of the question. As a former designer who lived with multiple sclerosis for the last 20 years, I have a vision to inspire a celebration of beauty within disability, state by state, country by country. Fashion parades to celebrate disability. I will host spectacular and glamorous events celebrating a new wave of awareness to disability. Living as a virtual quadriplegic, I'm creating the entire parade and fashion range, hopefully raising a lot of awareness, touching and moving some lives in the process. Fusion is what Napoleon Peters calls this. I call it image shift. So the greatest achievement so far with image shift is to turn this into a registered business where we can now state that this is a success. We can transform 40 models, have community working with us, and create the bigger picture than just one or two people standing in a parade who are disabled. The idea is to transform and impact 60 to 100 consultants, contractors, 60 caregivers, and 40 disabled. 4 photo shoots, 1 fashion parade, just in one image shift effect, which has impacts and inspired on social media 101,000 people. We've enrolled and registered Miss Universe Australia to be an ambassador. We have media mentioned in Mind, Body and Soul, and with guest entertainment at Bedford Group annual gala dinner. This is just one event, and the impact then can expand. And this is without donations, other than very few small. But let's make this bigger. The biggest achievement to date is the impact. So let me tell you a story, reference from one of the models that was created from the disabled. The support my mother received from Jo through her image shift program and her natural ability to empower anybody is a gift so many have and will benefit from. Having lived with my own set of depression and challenges, as image shift cultivates an environment where we all are equals. Everyone is treated as one, and everyone is empowered through her image shift concept that it doesn't matter what walk of life we come from, we come together as one and shine all in our own ways, with not only her encouragement and support, but her amazing designs, which are made to suit anyone. In turn, bringing unity, closing a gap, and giving people opportunity to see from her demonstration and will that whatever limitations you feel are in the way of being your best self, or simply just loving yourself, can be conquered. So let's talk, let's go down. So let me go back a few steps with the MS and how it's affected me to get to this point. 2 years ago, I suffered a near fatal serious accident when, due to lack of funding, my overdue replacement equipment failed and threw me. I had been bedridden, unable to move, in extreme pain, but significantly not able to type until just over 12 months ago. And now I type with the mouth mouse for everything. I'm creating the website, the videos, and every component of it, image shift management, setting up the systems, the clothing range for the mouth mouse. Through sheer determination of character, I've risen above my circumstances. And this was the first project created as a charity community awareness fashion parade for shifting perception of disability, showing disability in the light of beauty. During the year in bed, I put together a fashion range of clothing for disabled, recreating image shift after 10 years to empower others and in particular myself. The image shift effect, again, talking from reference of a model that was involved. So Susanna has always spoken about the negative effects, feeling different, feeling like she's been judged, watching her go to pre-fittings, close to tears, then to laughter, and smiles come with photo shoot was incredible. Image shift states we are all equals, with amazing designs which are made to suit anyone, bring unity, closing a gap and giving opportunity to see from determination and will that whatever limitations you feel are in the way or simply just loving yourself can be overcome. So from this forward, I strive to show that disability does not need to be considered unfair. That's just how it is. It's taken to another place of thought where beauty can be encompassed. Shifting perception firstly requires understanding, then acceptance, then enrollment, then action. Let's start in our own backyard, right here, right now. It only takes one to make a difference. Thanks.